10 poorest towns in the UK. In the UK, which is a country generally perceived to be prosperous, there exists pockets of towns wrestling with economic adversities, where the echoes of prosperity seem distant and residents struggle to eke out a living. Join us on an exploration of the nation's socio-economic landscape as we delve into the 10 poorest towns in the UK. Behind each statistic lies a tale of historical shifts, economic declines, and contemporary struggles faced by resilient communities. From the industrial remnants to the modern-day challenges, these towns encapsulate stories of resilience and hardship. Brace yourself for a journey through the narratives of towns grappling with poverty, where the nuanced interplay of factors paints a vivid portrait of socio-economic realities in the UK. Number 10. Walsall, England. Once a thriving town, Walsall now stands among the poorest. The productivity of residents has dipped considerably below the national average. Household incomes are notably meagre, hovering around 80% of the national average. Crime rates are shooting through the roof in Walsall, a town rated as the West Midlands' second most dangerous town. Up to 60 burglary cases are reported every month in December, contributing to the over 150 crimes per 1,000 people in the town. The rising crime rates further stain the social fabric, compelling residents to heighten their sense of security by erecting a wall that reduces the social lives to the barest minimum. Walsall's descent into economic hardship and social unease reflects the complex interplay of other factors, warranting a comprehensive approach to address its multifaceted challenges and strive for a more prosperous future. Number 9. Newport, Wales. Newport, identified as the most deprived town in Wales by the 2021 Audit Wales Annual Report, faces a stark reality with 24% of its neighbourhoods falling among the council's most deprived communities. Placing some Newport neighbourhoods in the top 10% of the most deprived towns in Wales, the 2019 WIMD report indicates minimal progress. Matthew Evans, leader of the Newport Conservatives, expressed shock and sadness over the statistics, highlighting the distressingly low employment opportunities in the community. Poverty, low employment rates, and abuse further solidifies Newport's standing among the poorest towns in the UK, as acknowledged by government official Oliver Townsend. Number 8. Hastings, England. For decades, Hastings has been known as one of the most impoverished towns in England. The daily grind for residents, trying to make ends meet amid the relentless rise in the cost of living, has taken its toll on the town. Relevant statistics further underscore the town's economic challenges. A notable percentage of households turn to food banks to navigate these difficulties, highlighting the pervasive struggle to afford necessities. The predicament extends to residents who, amongst managing bills, find it challenging to provide adequately for their children. The impact of these harsh living conditions is evident in life expectancy figures, as residents have shorter lifespans than their contemporaries in nearby more successful towns such as East Sussex and Calborough. This stark contrast emphasises the toll economic challenges take on the overall well-being of the community. Number 7. Clacton-on-Sea. Once celebrated as a premier traditional seaside town for a century, Clacton-on-Sea has sadly witnessed the erosion of its former glory. Its standing as the favoured seaside resort for holidaymakers has dwindled, losing its allure to cheaper alternatives and overseas destinations. This shift in tourist preferences has left Clacton-on-Sea purposeless and devoid of its once vibrant influx of visitors. The town now grapples with shuttered businesses, vacant shops, and a lack of shopper enticement. Dominated by charity and pound stores, operational shops struggle with high unemployment rates and poor patronage, resulting in further closures. Compounding these challenges is the escalating cost of living, with households spending an average of over £820, ranking Clacton-on-Sea among the world's 21% most expensive cities and 88th out of the UK's 277 cities. Number 6. Greenock, Scotland. The 2020 Scottish Index of Multiple Deprivation (SIMD) report unveils Greenock as one of the 10 poorest towns in the UK. SMID meticulously assesses around 7,000 data zones, considering various metrics reflecting diverse aspects of residents' lives. Greenock, once a thriving industrial hub, is now grappling with elevated unemployment rates, leading to issues like increased crime rates and drug trafficking. The town's youth face challenges in obtaining a proper education, while their parents struggle for livelihoods. Consequently, Greenock has witnessed an upswelling in criminal activities. Health indicators portray a grim picture, with a life expectancy a lot lower than the national average and exceptionally high emergency hospital admissions. Premature mortality rates surpass the Scottish average, affecting nearly 74% of residents classified within the 20% most health deprived in Scotland. Number 5. Mera Tid, Wales. Mera Tid, once a flourishing hub during the Industrial Revolution and home to the first steam locomotive in 1804, has undergone a dramatic transformation. Initially uninhabited by shepherds in the densely wooded valley, the town's dynamics shifted dramatically with the rise of iron production in the late 1800s, propelling its population to the tens of thousands. However, the echoes of its industrial past have faded, leaving behind challenges that include high unemployment rates and a soaring cost of living for current residents. Entrepreneur Rachel Thomas has pinpointed the Valuation Office as a significant contributor to the town's struggles, citing extortionate and unfair business rates as deterrents to entrepreneurship. The escalating unemployment rates are also adversely affecting education, as reported by the Learning and Local Authority Education Services for Children and Young People. Number 4. Dagam, England. Once a symbol of modern Britain, Dagam flourished during the country's industrial heyday with habitable houses and ample facilities. The town accommodated thousands of gainfully employed residents, offering affordable homes for its population. Regrettably, Dagam has descended from its former glory and is now labelled one of the UK's most impoverished towns. Today, this East London suburb is marked by boarded-up pubs and dilapidated storefronts, serving as poignant reminders of a once vibrant community. The end of the industrial era ushered in racial tension and economic hardship, exacerbated by the closure of major employers like Ford, which resulted in the loss of 40,000 jobs. Dagam is grappling with educational challenges as well. The town's educational attainment is among the lowest in London as well as in the entire United Kingdom, further contributing to its current plight. Number 3. Middlesboro, England. Once the proud centre of British industrialisation, Middlesboro, a northeast town, now bears the scars of years of austerity and job losses, denying its residents the prospect of optimal living conditions. The town's struggle intensifies due to the lack of investment, hampering its ability to provide a thriving environment for its inhabitants. As reported by the Mirror, Middlesbrough claims the unfortunate title of England's most deprived town, ranking third in antisocial behaviour and crime. Unemployment and overall unhealthiness also place the town at the 4th and 5th positions, respectively, among other boroughs. The pervasive issues have led to a surge in drug pushing and begging, as residents attempt to cope with the challenges posed by the high cost of living. Number 2. Noley, England. Noley's standing as one of the poorest towns in the UK isn't happenstance. A recent report on child poverty in the town has uncovered a stark reality. Half of Noley's secondary students rely on free school meals as a means to navigate the challenging high living cost, which leaves many households struggling to make ends meet. The state of education in Noley is concerning, with the town ranking as the 3rd most deprived borough in the UK. Despite the presence of 6 secondary schools serving the borough, they prove insufficient to meet its educational demands. Furthermore, the absence of A-level offerings in any of these schools compounds the educational challenges faced by Noley. In addition to the shortage of educational facilities, the constant pressure of living in abject poverty without relief contributes to a range of mental health challenges for Noley's residents. Number 1. Blackpool, England. Blackpool has rightfully earned its place among the UK's poorest towns, facing a myriad of challenges that residents consistently grapple with. Foremost among these challenges is poverty, exacerbated by the escalating cost of living, which poses a significant threat to numerous households struggling to make ends meet. This economic hardship extends to both low and middle income earners, who often find themselves juggling multiple jobs to make ends meet. Unfortunately, the combined income from these various jobs is often insufficient to lift them out of poverty. Compounding the town's struggles is its dismal life expectancy, ranking as the worst in the UK. These interconnected challenges have collectively contributed to the decline of what was a once flourishing town, now finding itself labelled as one of the most deprived in the United Kingdom. Please, we would love this intriguing discussion to continue. We're not yet through. What are your thoughts about the poorest towns in the UK? Kindly share them in the comments section. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.